Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. 59 degrees going up to a high of 72 and no showers in the forecast, so that's nice. It was a beautiful weekend too. We did have like showers. I think it was Saturday morning. It showered, but it didn't shower after that. Like they had said, rain 20%, but it was really nice. It was a nice day, and I spent most of my day on the football field. From one football field to the other football field. So, you know, my brother coaches football. My nephew plays football. And so we're a football family. Y'all have heard me say that plenty of times. So I was out there watching 7-on-7s all day Saturday. And then I went to the grocery store with my husband. But it was beautiful. It was nice to be outside. You know, it's always nice to be outside in the fresh air. I got a lot of vitamin D. I could tell y'all that. I took my Fitbit off and I looked at my wrist. And, of course, I was in the sun. So my arm is black and the Fitbit my Fitbit was is light, so that was kind of funny. So I was like, oh, okay, I got a tan. How about that? Yeah, we do tan, y'all. I know y'all don't think we tan, but we will tan. We will burn too.
Like I know that's the truth. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we'll burn. I'll probably be looking in the mirror like a couple of days from now, like, why my nose peeling? And that's because my nose is burnt from being in the sun. And that happened to me. The first time that happened, Georgette, I think I had went to the Bahamas, right? And I thought something was wrong with me because I had never been in the sun that much. Like, I don't like the sun. Like, it's hot. And so I came back home and my nose was peeling. I was like, oh, Lord, something is wrong with my nose. And come to find out, I had a sunburn. Well, I guess it was a sunburn. And my nose was peeling. That junk was so funny. They was like, girl, you was in the sun. I was like, oh, yeah, I don't be in the sun that much, y'all. If you see me, you know why I don't be in the sun that much. So if you want to go find my picture, you be like, yeah, she don't need to be in the sun that much. I don't need to be in the sun that much.
That's funny.
Yeah. But anyway, hey G, welcome to the show this morning. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I was on a lot of webinars this weekend. Oh my goodness. And that's totally not like me. that would be me, right? Because that would be an origin thing.
Yes.
But yeah, I wanted to be on a lot of webinars. I had a really good weekend. So it was really good. And me and my husband actually went out. I'm like, yay.
Nice.
I know. So good. You know, he plays at this church in Stone Mountain. So plays music. And they invited us out to karaoke. And that's a totally another thing that's so
wait a minute. Where did y'all go to karaoke? They got karaoke around here?
No, it was in you know, you're gonna make me say the wrong place. Okay, it was like a little bar that had karaoke, but it was about was it Brazelton?
Oh, that's
Dunwoody. I think it was in Dunwoody.
Okay, that's out that way. You ain't going to Dunwoody.
Yeah. So we went.
If it had been Brazelton, I'd be like, yeah, I can go to Brazelton. That's around the corner. It's not literally around the corner, but it's on my side.
Right, no.
Dunwoody, ain't going.
So we went over there, and, you know, we decided, let's just do something. So that was nice. It was fun. Yeah, we just got back late. But, you know, late nowadays for us is not that late.
Sometimes y'all get back like 7:30. Ooh, it's late, 7:30.
You know what? Stop it. Oh my God! No, we actually did get back about 1 o'clock. So.
Oh yeah, that's late. That's late for me.
Yeah,
like 1 o'clock.
7:30. We actually left at 7:30, but but come on, back in the day, you'd be leaving at 1 o'clock in the morning. But
like what time y'all gonna get there? We gonna get there at 11. And
no,
11. We can't get there when they open the doors. I get there. Listen, when I was in Jersey, when I was younger, I partied Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So for all you New Jerseyans out there, y'all know we did. So Thursday was Club America. No, not Club America. Thursdays was oh God, I'm about to forget the name. Oh Lord, not Club America. Club America was Saturday. Thursday, it was in Irvington. Cosmos. So Thursdays was Cosmos. Saturday was Club 88. No, Thursday was Cosmos, Friday was Club 88, Saturday was Club America, and then back again Sunday at Cosmos. So we used to party, and my brother said, yeah, I was doing 5 days. And he might have been. I did 4. And I did that all up until So from the time I became legal, from like 21 to 23, I partied to like it was 1999, which it probably was.
I know that's right. Probably.
Woo, it probably was 1999.
1999. That's so funny. Girl, that's true. I mean, I dance all the time. I can't remember the clubs.
That's probably what
I know. Leviticus was a big one for me on 34th Street. Because I used to date a guy that used to sing, so we would always go down to the club then and dance. And then I had friends who lived in Brooklyn, so I would go over to their place and spend the night on the weekend. And then we just go out to, over these clubs and after-hour joints. And, yeah, it was pretty. I love dancing. We love dancing.
That's probably why my knees are so bad. Because right now,
I know, that's right.
I would love to dance. Like, I can't dance past a minute and a half. I'm like, oh, Lord, my knee. Like, one good minute y'all going to get out of me. That's it.
That's what I told somebody. I was, my back was bothering me, my legs, and I said, but you know what? I had a great time.
Yes, sir.
I had a great time using them. Let me tell you. So,
yes, sir. Man, and y'all, what's funny, y'all have heard me say this before. I'm not a drinker, right? I'm not a drinker. And to this day, I'm not a drinker. And so I would have the same kiosk and orange juice from the time we get in the club to the time I walk out the door. My friends were like, please tell me that's not the same drink. It's done watered down. The orange juice and separated from the wine and the water. So you see the water on top. Then you see the orange juice. Then you see the kiosk at the bottom. And so remember now, you wasn't getting no big glass. You got like maybe a 12-ounce cup. So you talking about I had that 12 ounce about 4 hours. The same cup. They were like, I know that ain't the same drink. I was like, it's the same drink. Y'all know how I do. I don't need no drink to have fun. I just want to have fun. So anyway,
I just need some music, man.
Yeah, just some great music. And let me tell y'all what's crazy, right? So it's so New York and Jersey are really close together. Like literally, you could be in New York like in 5 minutes on the train, and if you're going by car, 20, right? But the music was different. Like in Jersey, we listen to house, and in New York, they listen to like regular music. And so I remember going to, God, I can't think. I don't know, was it the Palladium or?
Oh, that's totally different music than the Palladium.
It was. I forgot where we went. We went somewhere in New York. We never went again. We like, okay, they playing radio music. It was hilarious. We went over there like, it was like, oh, we got to go to this club. And it was one of the big clubs back in the day. And so we go to New York, me and my friends, we jump, because we ain't never catch a train. We never caught the train in New York. We always drove. And it was, when I say always, it was me.
That's all I ever did was ride the trains in New York.
Like Jersey, you don't ride the trains that much, right? You ride them a little bit. New York, you ride the train. So it's like, yeah, we gonna drive to New York. So I will be the one drive. So I will always drive to New York. Everybody jump in my car. We drive to New York. And we got over there. We were so excited. And we got in there and they was playing radio music. And we was like, are they playing radio? They played radio, like the music that you hear on the radio. That's what they were playing. And we were, in Jersey, we was used to house music, so it was like club music, house music, like my house music all night long. That was one of our favorite songs, right? And we were like, so we were kind of just standing around, like, what are we supposed to do with this? Like, we supposed to dance? Now, you go somewhere and that's all you hear. So anyway. Speaking of drinking, today is National Amaretto Day. That's your thing, ain't it, G? Amaretto?
Oh, no, I love amaretto.
Yeah, National Amaretto Day and National Garlic. So get you some amaretto and some garlic chicken wings, girl. No, that sound good. I'm hungry. Y'all know I'm hungry. I'm always hungry before I talk to y'all because I don't eat breakfast. I did drink a half of a protein shake. Not enough food for me. I need some food. Before I came on the air, I was talking to Georgette about my weight. So I lost a lot of weight, and I haven't been to the doctor since 2000, to my bariatric doctor since 2019, because I was supposed to go and got busy, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go later. And then next thing we know, the pandemic hit, so I haven't been. So I have to make an appointment, right? So I had to go back and look at my Fitbit from 2019. Like, let me go back and look at the Fitbit, because he's probably gonna get on me to see just how much I gained since 2018. So since 2018, I did put on 9 pounds, and but I was quarantined in for like a year. So before I go see him, I'm gonna work them 9 pounds off. It's so funny. I was like, yeah, I can't go back and have gained any weight. It's the weirdest thing. Like, you want to make, like, I don't know if you guys watch my 600-Pound Life, my 600-Pound Life. That show, my husband hates that show. But I watch it, and I say I watch the show to keep me motivated, right? I've never been that heavy, but I don't ever want to get that heavy either. And so I watch the show, and when there's a person on there and they're doing really well, I be cheering to the TV like, "Girl, you can do it! You can do it! Just don't." That be me on the TV. Like if they could hear me, they probably be motivated because I'm in the background in my bedroom like cheering them on. But I watch that show, and so one of the things, I'm almost on every single show. When the patient does something really good and doctor now tells them he's proud of them, they always say this. He said he was proud of me. Always. It's like the craziest thing. And I know, I understand how they feel because I hate to go see my doctor and say, he look at me and say, you done gained some weight. I don't want him to say that. So before I go, I'm going to drop them 9 pounds. Like, I'm about to join the gym I'm joining the gym on Wednesday. Like, I'm going to the gym. I was like, I don't want him to say, hey, you gained some weight. I know I gained weight, but I don't want him to know I gained weight. I know that may sound crazy, but it is what it is. I'm gonna drop them 9 pounds.
No, it's a validation, you know, that you're doing something right, you know, from somebody else. So I get that.
And I kind of been up and down, up and down, up and down. So I got 30 pounds I want to lose. I got the last 30 pounds that I'm trying to lose, and then 35. Last 35 pounds I'm trying to lose, and then I'll be fine. I'm fine now, but it's that last 35 pounds that I want to lose. But now I'm just trying to get this 9 off before I go see him. And it's so funny because every time
you got the COVID-9, guys. You know,
I got the COVID-9.
Yeah. Funny, but it's okay. We're okay with that.
But it's so funny because when the last time I did see him, he was excited. He was like, "Oh my God, you lost so much. You look so different." And then, so you know, if you've ever been really, really heavy, as soon as you lose weight, first thing you do is cross your legs. It's just a habit because that's something you probably aspire to do. I know that's something that sounds small, but when you're heavy, you can't really cross your legs and be comfortable, right? So the first thing you do is cross your legs. And I remember him saying, "Look, you're gonna cross your legs now. Don't keep them that way for long because you know you're gonna have a circulation problem." And so when I went to the office, it was hilarious. I'm sitting in the chair and my legs was crossed. And he started laughing. He said, see, you got your legs crossed. I was like, oh, it was the weirdest thing, y'all, because that's the first thing I did. It was the first thing I did, cross my legs. And I still cross my legs because before I couldn't do that before. Like, I could put my leg on top of one leg. Now I could cross them with the other leg hang. See, this sounds like somebody sounds like, oh gosh, she sounds crazy.
And it actually stays, right?
Yeah, and it actually stays and it hangs over. It ain't like I'm sitting there holding my foot. You know how you cross your leg and you hold your foot to keep it up there? No, my leg is crossed and it's hanging over on the other leg. So yeah, I know that sounds crazy. This is little things.
Nah, it's not crazy.
It's not crazy. All right, let's go ahead and get on with these horoscopes. So today is April the 19th. Before I do that, I want to give a happy birthday all the way up to heaven. Happy birthday to my mother-in-law, Miss Sarah Kearney. Her birthday was Saturday. She's all the way up in heaven. Happy birthday to my Uncle Marvin, who passed away last year, you guys, from COVID-19. His birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Uncle Marvin, all the way into heaven. So I want to give some love to them. We still love y'all. We still miss y'all very much. Trust me. Like, it's the weirdest thing to lose people. So you know you lose people in your life, right? But when you lose people who are really, really close to you, that's hard. Like, I remember when my mother passed away, that was so painful to me. And, you know, they say you come back again in your life. I'm like, so I said, who would want to come back again to feel this kind of pain? Because that's how I felt. Like, why would I want to come back to feel this kind of pain? Yeah. Like, this is, when I lost a dog, I was in pain. Like, I had never, when Diamond died, I was a mess for like weeks. And I was like, oh my God, it's a dog, right? When my mom passed, it was the same way. And I was like, man, this is so painful. Like, who in the world want to come back to this life and feel this pain all over again like this? Like, it's the weirdest thing. But, you know, we miss them. We love them. And they will forever be in our hearts. And so I just want to give them a happy birthday shout out. Let's get on with these horoscopes. Brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen for today, Monday, April the 19th. We're going to kick it off like we always do. And that is with Aries. Don't avoid situations that may deteriorate. Try to mend them. Don't hesitate to enlist the aid of friends or families if you have a big project to finish in your domestic environment. You are best to concentrate on your professional endeavors. Yeah, concentrate. Where are you trying to go? What's your goals? Where are you trying to get to? Concentrate on that stuff. It's not going to just happen. You got to concentrate. Figure it out. Taurus, you may have a problem hanging on to your money today. You will have extra energy. Put it into good use. Don't let someone talk you into parting with your cash unless you can truly see the benefits of doing so. Somebody trying to take your money, Taurus. Hold on to it. Don't hold too tight. Now, when a closed hand don't get fed, so just make sure it's open just a little bit. If y'all can see me right now, it's funny because I'm sitting here open my hand just a little bit. Open just a little bit. Wide enough to keep the money in, but also wide enough to let some money in, right? So keep the money from going out and letting a little bit in. Somebody trying to get you, though. Watch your back. Do your due diligence. Make sure it's something you were giving up your money for. Gemini, get proper medical attention and confront your situations decisively. Try to change your energy in professional endeavors. There's a good chance they won't come back. I don't know who that is, Gemini, but it's a good chance they won't come back. Maybe that's what probably saying, don't let them come back. Then one part, somebody else may be crying because they may never come back. Cancer, you can have quite the romantic adventure if you take time to get to know your mate all over again. Your time, not your cash, will do a lot more for your relationship. Don't let them blow situations out of proportion. Listen, your time, quality time is going to help the relationship, not the money, right? Not the cash. You can't buy happiness. Quality time. So if your relationship is sucking right now, you may want to say, you know what do I need to do to fix this? And it ain't going to be cash. I think I told you guys I was watching I Am Athlete last week and week before last, and all of the guys, they're athletes, they're football players, they're very successful, right? Very, very successful, and they all felt the same way. Well, if I'm giving you everything you want, the house is beautiful, you got everything you want, you can fly off to wherever you want, you can buy whatever you want, that should be enough. It ain't enough. It's not enough. It's the time. And I know we're women. Listen, women like time. If you give us that, everything else is a piece of cake. Give us the time give us a little bit of your time and invest something. We're happy. And the guys, they get it now. But it took a minute because they figure I'm going out there getting beat up on the field. And you got people that go to work every day and feel the same way. They feel like, if I'm taking care of home, that should be enough. It's not enough. That's all I got to do. That's all I got to do. It ain't all you got to do. You got to do all the stuff you did to get them. You didn't, when you was getting them, you wasn't taking care of the house. You was just doing all this stuff, taking them flowers, taking them dinner, taking them to the movies. That's the kind of stuff you got to keep doing that. That's how you got to. It wasn't the money that got it. It was like, oh my God, he's so attentive. Oh my God, he took me to the concert. Oh my God, we saw the best movie. We went to the best restaurant. That's how you got her. You got to keep doing that. Yeah, that costs money, but that's how you got her. It wasn't the money. It was the activities. I'm just trying to help you out. Somebody need to hear that word today. I feel like a pastor right now. Somebody need to hear that today. What you do to get her, you got to do the same thing to keep her. And ladies, vice versa. If you was a freak when he got you,
that's right.
You got to be a freak now. Don't think you don't, because listen, you snagged because you was a freak. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to keep it real. Keeping it real. Leo, be aware of deception when it comes to your position, and be sure not to jump to conclusions. You will find that you are able to clear up a number of small but important details. Travel and social activity will bring about interesting talks, not to mention contacts. Yeah. You're gonna find you will find that you are able to clear up a number of important small details. Pay attention to the small details and clear them up, Leo. Fix them. Do what you got to do with them. Right? Today's the day to do that. Virgo, those close to your heart may be difficult to reason with. Your partner may be erratic today if you haven't paid enough attention to him or her. We just talked about that. Attention. Self-deception about relationships is a problem. Okay, self-deception. That means you are self-deceiving yourself. That's what that means. Like, listen, sometimes we do that, right? We see the situation. Yep. Listen, you ever heard the saying, is your husband married? You heard that saying, G? Okay, is your husband married? That means you're married, but is he married? Is your boyfriend your man? Is he? I'm just saying. That could be some self-deception there. Because sometimes you're married and he's not, even though there's a ring on his finger or her finger. Yeah. Self-deception about their relationship. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, Virgo. Don't be fooled by yourself. It's you. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song and give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Know the Astrologer Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
I ran away from heartbreak. Got nothing in return from my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so alone and afraid. Wasn't looking for a lover. Nobody understood where I've been. I guess I thought I needed more time to protect my love from potential offense. So I then you and you, but I so you and I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I knew I needed something different. Out the blue, somebody who would listen. Out of all the people to revive my love, couldn't be just anyone. My baby, it had to be you. I didn't seem to notice that you projected for me. We were just friends. We started building trust and my fragile heart started to mend. Yeah, I should have paid attention. You would have been the obvious choice, but I needed time to see clearly, dig deep and cut through the noise. So I, then you, and you, but I, so you, and I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I knew I needed something different. Out the blue, somebody who was listening. Out of all the people to revive my love, couldn't be just anyone. But baby, it had to be you.
One of the things I love about this show is the music I get to play. That's a nice song. Had to be you. All right, King Sis featuring Joby. Jobel. I don't know. Joby. Anyway, welcome back to the show. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by Know the Astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Plan a trip to the country or take a drive to the beach. A pilgrimage may end up being fruitless. Use discrimination and play hard to get. Okay. Don't play too hard now. Play hard, but not too hard. You want that person. Don't give in either, though. I'm just saying. Sometimes you can play too hard. Like, I hear people talk sometimes, and I be thinking to myself, why would you say that? I get the whole trying to play hard to get and all nonchalant, but sometimes I'm thinking, yeah, I think I would be turned off. Is that with me? Like, why would you do that? So don't play hard. Learn how to play the game and then play hard. Scorpio. Pleasure trips will be more enjoyable and should lead to new and lasting friendships. You need to get out if you want to meet potential partners. If you try to manipulate emotional situations, you will find yourself alienated. Stop being manipulative, Scorpio. Stop trying to manipulate the situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. It's not going to help you in the long run. The person's just going to be mad at you, especially when you're trying to manipulate them. Don't do that. Just be straight up. Hey, this is what it is. That's it. Sagittarius. Your ideas are good and career moves can be realized. Try to understand both sides of the issue before taking sides. Communication with loved ones may be strained. What you done did? What you done did, Sagittarius, to the family? I know the person probably thinking, why is me? Why it's got to be me? You know, you be arguing. What you did? I know it was you, because that person's so sweet. What you done did? Okay, Sag, it may not be you. It may be somebody else. Sorry for blaming you. Handle it, though. Don't let your communication with your loved ones be strained. Try to handle it. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes, listen, this is what I always say. Do your part first. Me and my daughter had this conversation all the time, because my daughter is rough, y'all. If you piss her off, it's rough to get back. Me, I'm a little bit more forgiving. I don't forget, but I do forgive. She cuts you right at the core. She's like, I'm done. I want to talk to him. I want to see him. So I'm always kind of like trying to talk her through, like, this is why you have to forgive, because forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you. You know, and so we had this conversation recently about something that's going on. And she's like, I'm not doing that. I don't know them. Blah, blah, blah. She was going on and on. So she came back a couple of days later. She's like, all right, I'm going to go. I said, okay. All right. You going? Yeah, I'm going. I said, okay. But before that, it was like, I don't know them. Oh, she went on and on. So sometimes you have to just show people a little bit of grace. Every now and again, you got to show some grace. God showed you grace. I'm just saying. That's why I look at it. Capricorn, the great outdoors will allow you to teach youngsters some of the things you learned when growing up. Your unique approach to life will interest others. Don't get involved in joint ventures. Don't get involved in joint ventures. And say no. Not today, Capricorn. Not today. You know, it's so funny. Do kids even want to know what you knew when you were little? Like, seriously? Like, you got to first get them out the house. Like, these kids don't care. Listen, I live in a subdivision, and I see more kids now than I've ever seen. I think it's because of the pandemic. But before, I was like, where the heck are the kids? When I was little, my mother had to call us in the house.
That's right.
Like, we'd be outside all day long. Not here. Like, where the kids at? Playing the game.
Yeah,
So,
it smell like the streets.
Smell like the streets. Like, ooh, you smell like smell like outside.
Girl, yes.
Go in there and get in the tub. You smell like outside. You smell fresh. That's what and the fresh wasn't a good thing. I mean, you stunk. That's what that means. It smells fresh. Get on in there and take a bath. Yeah, like I don't even know if you can teach the kids what we did outside, because they don't like to come outside. Aquarius, partnerships may be plentiful. Get together with friends and do something entertainment, but not too expensive. Friends may not be completely honest with you. Your friends, and I got air quotes going on, friends are not being totally honest with you, Aquarius. Partnerships can be plentiful, but watch them friends. That's all I got to say on that one. Pisces, last but not least, my fellow fish, don't reveal information that is personal or confidential. You need to lie back and enjoy a little rest. Ain't that the truth? I don't know about the rest of y'all fish, but Georgette was just talking off air. I was looking at my Fitbit. I think the most sleep I got all week was probably Saturday. I got 6 hours and 53 minutes. Before that was 4 hours and 32, 5 hours and 27. Fitbit tell you how long you sleep. Okay, listen here. Look. Fish, if you try to manipulate emotional situations, you're gonna find yourself alienated. So you don't listen. Don't even do that. Don't be trying to follow. Who is that I just talked about? Aquarius, Scorpio. No, it wasn't Scorpio.
Yeah.
It was Scorpio and Fish. What's up with the water? Why y'all trying to manipulate everybody? I'm not trying to emotionally manipulate anybody today. What I am trying to do though is get a little rest. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm trying to get a minute. I'm trying to just take it down for a second. I had a busy weekend. Listen, when you stay outside in the sun is good for you, but it will drain you.
Wear you out.
It will wear you down. And I was outside for hours. I went out in the morning. My nephew played at 9:30. And I think I came in the house. It might have been 5:30. We were outside all day Saturday in the sun watching football. Wow. That's what we do. And it's all right. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing, and bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. Now let's get on with our word of the day, with word of the week, with my good friend, Georgette Teller. Welcome to the show, Georgette.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Audrey.
I know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I know I'd be happy on Monday because I do get some rest. Like, even though I didn't sleep a lot, I didn't do a lot of work either. It was a weekend. I'm learning to really enjoy the weekends. I haven't done that in a very long time when I used to party 4 days a week. When I became an entrepreneur, all that went out the window, like for real. Like I stopped partying. That's why it's hard for me to wear high heel shoes right now. I put on a shoe, it's like, oh my God, my feet like, what are you doing? Why are you torturing me like this? Why do you hate me so much? That's what my feet are saying.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I know. That's right.
Yeah, so.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead, G.
Oh, it just made me laugh about heels, because I just had this conversation with Rick the other day. And it's like, oh, man, I have not put on a good heel in so long, and my feet are like, why are you doing that?
Why do you hate me so much?
Why do you want to do that?
You're confining me. Why? That's what your feet are saying. Like, listen, people that have been quarantined for a whole year, because a lot of us have been in the house, we got on flip-flops, sneakers, and socks, right? Put on a shoe. Put on a real shoe. Your feet are going to be screaming. I have so many, I have more sneakers right now than I've had in my life. I got purple sneakers. I got a color sneaker. It looks like it's like a mustard gold. I got 2 white pair of sneakers. I got a black pair of sneakers. I got a black and white. Listen, I have more sneakers right now than I've ever had. I got purple, y'all. They are beautiful. Purple than I've ever had in my life at one time. Like, I have 2 pair of sneakers that'll last me like 4 years. I have like 5 pair right now. 5 brand new pair that look brand new. Because that's all. And I bought those because, like, I got to go outside. These shoes hurt my feet. I need to have something I can put on. So
something to take with you.
Yes. It's crazy. Anyway, go ahead, Georgette.
Good morning, everybody. All right. Let's see what the word of the week is. Let me see. All right. Word of the week is... Oh. Okay. Word of the week is insightful. Am I insightful? Yes, I believe I am.
What does that mean, insightful?
So insightful really means the opportunity to see something differently. So you have an insight on something that you either know or that you have learned. It's kind of like being wise, but not quite being wise. I mean, it's having this ability to look at situations and share that information with somebody else on how they could see something differently. And it's so funny because you just explained what insightful was when you were talking to your daughter about the situation. You gave her a different perspective, a different insight on the situation, so she could then turn around and make a better decision, you know what I mean, or think about something differently about that situation. So that was you being insightful about that situation that she was sharing with you, and then you turned around and said, "Hey, maybe you should look at it this way. Maybe you should look at it. You did a G. You did a G moment, and call it." So that's what it is. It's really about when you have the ability to look inside something and find out and see what others aren't seeing. Wow. And then giving them that information so they can see it from a different perspective. So that's what being insightful is. And you become insightful like that, obviously, with things that you've learned, right? Things that you have experienced for yourself, or just an opportunity, not an opportunity, or just a ability to see things differently than other people see them. And you do that really well when you talk about business. When people share their visions with you or share their plans with you. You have an insight, right, on what that looks like, right, and what that could look like for them that they probably have never seen before. And so you share that, and you have an insight into that, that ability to do that. And I think a lot of people do because we have all these experiences that we bring to the table. We have all these experiences, whether it's parenting or business or crafting or being creative. And so when a situation presents itself, then you have the ability to look at it from a different perspective. You have an insight on it because either you have studied it or you have lived it, you know what I mean? And so you share your insight on that particular situation with other people. So, yeah. So it's a clear, more deep perception of something that somebody's sharing with you. So.
Yeah, that's good. It's good for you to provide insight to people. Like sometimes they need to just see another perspective. Because sometimes people, especially when you're too close to a situation, like, I'll give you a prime example. Like, when it comes to my website, I look at the site, I'm like, oh, it looks great, right? And then I get some insight from my SEO person, and they're saying, ooh, child, you got 6,400 error. Like, that's insight that I get. But if I'm trying to grow a brand, I need to understand all the moving parts. Even if I'm not doing them myself, I need to understand. I need to understand what's wrong, why I'm not converting traffic. You know, how do I convert the traffic? How many people actually looking? Why the links are broken? Like, that's great insight. And so,
so they give you a different insight on because they have knowledge from that perspective, right? Or they can see a different side of what's not working. You know what I mean, for you. I mean, and I think a lot of times people bring that into the fold. I mean, even with parenting, you know, I mean, parenting is a great insight, right? Parents have tons of insights because they've lived their childhood already, you know. But I think what you were saying too sometimes is true. Is like you are so close to certain things that you can't see differently. And it's like you trying to solve a problem from the, you know, what's that quote? Like, you can't solve a problem
when you're in it.
You can't solve a problem from the place that you created the problem or something like that.
Or you can't see the outside of the glass because you're on the inside or something like that. I heard that too. It's kind of like the same thing. Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing. So sometimes you need to have somebody else's insight to take you out of that, you know, out of that space, you know, and it's like a fresh pair of eyes in a way. You know, so it's about you being insightful, you about understanding that you are insightful in certain things in your life. You know, I'm sure you've probably been in situations where people come to you and they have this, you know, a reason for doing what it is that they've done, or either they tell you what somebody else has done to them, and then you have the opportunity to look at that situation, you know, and based on the fact that, you know, you lived through something that was similar, you knew somebody that had something that was similar, you know, you can give them advice, right? You can be insightful about that situation so that they can turn around then and make a different decision if they choose to, right? Like, you know, you're just doing that for them. So it's about being insightful today. And if you're not sure if you're insightful, because some people are like, I know you don't know. I mean, just think back to a time when you helped somebody, you know, help them look at the situation differently. You know, that's being insightful. It doesn't have to be a big, huge thing. It can be something really small and something very simple, and, you know, and that changed their perspective because you had an insight on something that made them look at something different. So there it is.
You're insightful today.
That's right. You are insightful. I am insightful. You're insightful. We're insightful. That's your word for the week, y'all. That's your word for the week. So listen, and here's the thing. You will know if you're insightful the minute someone comes, let me ask your opinion about something. Bam. Oh my God, I am insightful, because they value you that much to come to you to get your opinion about something. So you do have some insight to provide to someone and to the world. So be insightful today. All right, that's our word for the week. All right, now let's get on to some news you can use. So we know we got a new attorney, district attorney here in Gwinnett County. Her name is Patsy Austin-Gatson, and she has come into her first 100 days, and she's making big moves. So she said, you know what, we need to look at the cases of people that have been convicted and see, you know, who have been convicted wrongfully. You know, because there are a lot of times people go to jail and they did not commit the crime. And there was a guy who served like 17 years. He served 17 years, 9 months, and 26 days for a case of kidnapping and rape that he didn't commit. So he, you know, he's been released. How many other people are there like that in our system right now? They did not commit the crime, but they didn't have the proper representation when they went to jail. They were coerced into saying they committed a crime that they really didn't commit because they wanted to get less time. And they just felt like, you know what, I might as well go ahead and fess up to this, even though I know I didn't do it. At least I know I'm only going to do a certain amount of time. There are a lot of people like that, believe it or not. And so DA Gatson said, you know what, we need to fix this. We need to find out who's sitting behind bars wrongfully. So she has launched a great program to address that issue. It's called the Conviction Integrity Unit, and their job is to go and look at cold cases and find out who were some of the people who were wrongly convicted. And I think that's a great thing. I feel bad for this gentleman who has lost like almost 18 years of his life because of a crime that he did not commit. I think that's so sad, but It's in God's timing, and I'm sure there was a lesson to be learned in that. I know from his perspective, he probably thinking, what the heck was a lesson? I don't know what it could have been either, bruh. And God knows, and so between you and God, I'm sure y'all probably done figured it out over the last 17 years. But there are still some people who are sitting and that are incarcerated right now that who did not commit the crime. Now, most of them, they did it, but for some, they did not do it. And so the Conviction Integrity Unit is responsible here in Gwinnett County for going back to look at cold cases and to see exactly, what was involved in those cases. Did these people get proper representation? Was the evidence there, to support the arguments? Things like that. And it could be little things that are overlooked. Were they coerced into saying they did it? Because a lot of times, you get coerced into saying, yeah, I did it, just because you feel like I have no other choice, or I'll take the plea. They're not saying they're guilty. They say, I'll take the plea. So for y'all who don't know, I went to school to be a paralegal. Yes, I've done it all. I graduated from Seton Hall from the paralegal program they had there years ago. And by the time I got ready to actually do the career, I went to go talk to a paralegal. And she's like, child, you don't want to do this. She's like, this is the work. She's like, you do all the attorney work and you don't get to pay the attorney fees. And I was like, what? So I decided not to after I finished the program. I can tell y'all what school I actually went to, and I actually do that to this day. I went to school to learn how to develop websites in 1994, and I still develop websites to this day. So I've done a lot. But anyway, District Attorney Patsy Austin-Gatson has put this program into place, and she has people working on this to go back and look at these cold cases to see if there's a way to release people who should not be locked up and incarcerated. And I think that's a good thing. When WSB-TV did the story, they wanted to know how many people did she think it was, and she said, I won't comment on that. But my guess is probably a lot. It's probably a lot of people.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot.
Yeah, it's probably a lot. But I applaud her. For taking a stance. So, you know what? Let's go back. Let's go back and look and see who needs to be free. I applaud her for that.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, let's give her a round of applause, because I think that's a good thing. If you can give people a chance to be back with their family, especially for those who did not commit the crime, let's give her a round of applause. I think that's amazing. You want people in these positions who actually care about the community. And I think this is really great because she has a lot on her plate. She's the district attorney for the whole county. And so she could have went in there, trying to do other things. But she said, you know what, let's go in here. Let's find out who's wrongly convicted. Let's see, can we get them back home with their families where they're supposed to be. The gentleman who served almost 18 years, I'm glad you're going back home, but that was a long time to be away from your family when you know you didn't do something, when you know in your spirit that you didn't do something, but you didn't have a choice because for whatever reason, the case wasn't in your favor. So I'm glad Patsy is doing that. So kudos to you, District Attorney Gatson, cool. Austin-Gatson, for taking a stance and creating this integrity unit. I think it's going to help a lot of people moving forward. So the school board has adopted a budget. $2.3 billion. Well, they haven't adopted it yet. It's a $2.3 billion tentative budget. Ooh, that's a lot of money. That's why we got some of the best schools in the state, y'all. Probably in the country. The Gwinnett County Board of Education unanimously approved a tentative budget of $2.3 billion. Yep, sending the proposal to the public for hearing in May and June. The budget is $8.4 million or 0.4% more than the current fiscal year. The school district plans to keep taxes at a rate of 21.6 mils total. For those of you who know what that is, you know what that is. Increased expenses include $1,000 raises at every step and level of the teacher's salary schedule, so they're getting a raise. They need it. That's an average raise of about 3% for teachers who move up the steps based on experience, and evaluations gain levels based on degrees earned, said Joe Heffron, Chief Financial Officer at the recent school board meeting. A starting teacher with a bachelor's degree earns $47,646 next year under the proposed new schedule. So they got this budget. They're showing the teachers some love. And for somebody coming straight out of college with a bachelor's degree, that's not a bad starting salary. $47,000, almost $48,000 coming out. That's not a bad salary. My brother's an educator. He teaches at Berkmar High School, And my brother loves that stuff. He used to try to get me to be a teacher. And I'd be like, man, I can't be no teacher. Them kids calling my name all day. I would lose my mind. But he's good about it. You know, he's good about it. He's good. Listen, he has 3 kids. I have 1. That should tell you something right there. I got 1. He has 3. He's way better at that than I am. But he loves those kids. And I think most of the teachers that I've ever run across, they love the children. Like, they do this job for the love of the job and for the love of the kids. Because even though $47,000 is pretty good, $48,000 coming out of college, it takes a long time, a lot of times, for them to get up to climb the ranks up the ladder, to get to like hundreds of thousands of dollars, if they ever get there. It takes a long time. And trust me, I already know from listening to some of the stories he tell, you're not just a teacher, you're the nurse.
Right.
You're the therapist. You know, you're somebody's mama, the daddy, the uncle, you know, big bruh. You all them things, because a lot of those kids have a lot of things going on at home. I'm talking about even in the best schools. Even in the best schools, there's always something, you know, that you're going to be helping out with somebody's child. You know, it may not be your whole class, but I guarantee you got one in the bunch that has a lot of issues going on. I guarantee it's just the nature of the beast. So, you know, the fact that they have a budget in place to give teachers raises, that's a great thing. And also to adopt a budget that's going to help us continuously have the best school system in the state and probably in a lot of parts of the country. I agree with it. I talk about that all the time. Those kids are so smart and intelligent. I remember not last year, but year before last, community outreach had a Saturday program that I volunteered for, and just to see those young people talk about the things that they wanted to see have addressed in our county, it was amazing. They were teenagers. They're like, this are the things that we need to have addressed. And I was like, wow. I mean, they had things from like clean energy all the way up to bullying, back down to I need a seat at the, like one young lady was like, I need a seat at the table. So she's in the meetings. She's like a teenager. She's like, I need to sit at the table because these are the things that I have an issue with and I want to put them on the table. I was like, go ahead. I'm expecting to see her in politics when she graduates college. Because I can't remember her name, but she was so impressive. But that's because she's in a school system that cares. And that's a good thing. That's a great thing. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be back after the song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Sure we had fun tonight. You and me felt alright. But it's time to pick up your phone. You won't be worth my while. Me and you won't work out. Pick it up, pack it up, get a cab and go. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Sure with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up to nobody. I just keep it to myself. I ain't got room for love. I don't need stars above. All I need is my precious space. Yeah. Why you so serious? Can't you just be mine for a night, my love? Take it off, put it on, let me on your way. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Sure with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up to nobody. I just keep it to myself. I've been too hurt before. I've been too careless more. So I hold on to my, hold on to my heart. I've been alone before. This way I won't get bored. So I hold on to mine. Yeah, hold on to my heart. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Sure with
Welcome back. Welcome back. Listen, I told y'all we got great teachers here in the county. We got people who love education. We got people who love our students. So anyway, Gwinnett Technical College names Dr. Cassandra Baker Rick Perkins Instructor of the Year. Yep, she got that distinguished award. So Dr. Baker's love for teaching, her skills as a mentor, and her ability to relate to her students earned Baker the title of the 2021 Rick Perkins Award for Excellence in Technical Instruction. And not only did she get it for excellence, she got it in technical instruction. Like, yeah. So you know she bad. This award is a statewide program initiated by the Technical Colleges System of Georgia to honor outstanding instructors at the system's 22 colleges. Baker will now compete against the winners from Georgia's other technical college at the regional level. So congratulations, Dr. Baker, for getting that distinguished award. I wish you luck as you move further up the chain and that you win. Yep. So Baker has spent 15 years with Ford Motor Company and Volvo of North America. Baker resides in Sugar Hill. So she's right here in our county doing amazing things. Yes, she is. So congratulations. Give her a round of applause. That's what I'm talking about. Greatness lives here, baby. Success lives here. You know, that's our county motto. Did you know that, Georgia? That's the county motto. Success lives here.
What did you say?
I said, did you know that was our the Gwinnett County motto? Success lives here.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's our
That's
motto.
awesome.
That is awesome, right? Success lives here. I think that's pretty cool. Success lives here, so it's pretty darn cool. Yeah. Listen, the housing prices in Lawrenceville are up. Yep, that doesn't surprise me. My brother is looking for a house right now, and it's like a war. Unless he's getting new construction, which I think that's what he's going to have to wind up doing. The housing prices are just, not only are they up, people are actually buying them because the interest rates are so low right now. And so I was talking to a realtor the other day because she's like, actually, brother, do he have an agent? Do he have an agent? He has an agent. He just can't find him no house. Like every time they see a house, either the prices are way up there, or by the time he get back to the house to put a contract on it, it's like, okay, it's already under contract. But anyway, they're saying that housing prices in Lawrenceville are, they're up there. They're up there. You know, the coronavirus pandemic helped push higher prices, but it isn't the only factor responsible for the market shift. The number of homes listed for sale is at a historic low. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Supply is tight. Yeah, girl, like it's, you know, he looked at a house recently in Lawrenceville, but the price was so high. He's like, well, the price is just ridiculous. Like, I can't even put myself in that kind of situation. Like, and you would think that people, they say, we ain't got no job. Somebody buying these houses. Somebody got some money.
Somebody working.
Somebody got some money because the house, and it's not just in Gwinnett County. It's all over all over the United States. Like, these prices are just, they're kicking it. Like, somebody got money.
Yeah. And it's so funny because we keep getting, like, I'm in Snellville, right? And we keep getting these, like, you know, postcards about, hey, you know, your house is up this amount of money, and, you know, you're looking to sell, and we're like, no, we're not. Yep. And they just started coming. Probably the last 2-3 months or something. We've been getting tons and tons of those.
Yeah, people.
I
know they're saying we ain't got no money right now, but somebody got some money because the housing market is, you know, but it's so funny because it takes me back to 2006 when I bought my house. It was the same way. I just hope that they're getting a better deal than I did because we got a jacked up, right? Yeah, we got a jacked up deal. We got one of them terrible mortgages, 80-20. We got horrible mortgages, and it was so crazy. I'm never going to forget that. I said to them, I don't think I want to buy this house. Like, this is not the house. Everybody like, no, you got to prove. You might as well get it. And I was like, okay, I'll never do that again. Like, I will follow my first instincts. Yes, I will, because that house pretty much sent us to the poorhouse. It was so expensive. And so let me give y'all a breakdown how things work in Jersey, right? So the mortgage on my house, Georgette, you probably heard me say this plenty of times. The mortgage, just the mortgage, was $39.93. And no, it was not for a mansion. The house cost $356. The mortgage was just $39.93 a month, right? That's what the mortgage was. The gas and electric bill ran between $600 and $800 a month. My taxes were $972 a month. So you gotta know that we were paying it, but boy was it a strain. So when I moved to Georgia, right, and I saw this house, I'm thinking this house got to be, $750,000. So the realtor asked me, well, how much would this cost in Jersey? I said $750,000. He's like, really? I'm like, man, you had to see now here's the thing. The houses that we lived in Jersey, they were considered very nice houses for Jersey, right? But when you leave Jersey and you come to Georgia and you look at the house I'm in now and the house that I moved out of, like, that house is $356,000. For Jersey, it was beautiful. It was worth it. When I moved here and I walked in this house, I'm like, this house got 7 bedrooms and you telling me it's not $750,000? He was like, no. When I tell you, my lip was on the floor. And the taxes are like $2,400. Listen, I paid $972 for taxes a month, not a quarter. That was monthly.
That's crazy.
And my public service ranged anywhere from $600 to $800. You know why? Because in the wintertime it was freezing, and I had a big house.
The windows were awful.
The windows were awful. Insulation was bad, and I had my house had 4 floors. There was the basement, which was a floor. Then there was the main floor. Then there was a second floor, and then there was a third floor. That's 4 floors, y'all. So we had to heat that house. And it was old. It was like a 1920 house. That's the other thing about houses in Jersey. They're normally pretty old.
Yeah, that's true.
They're normally pretty old.
And then we had one on the corner, and it was freezing all the time. Yeah,
yep. I remember going to Georgia's house, and her office would be cold. But my office was the same way. It was cold. I had a space heater in the office. Now, we had heat. But my office was cold, so I had a space heater that sat right in my office with me because otherwise I would freeze to death. And still paying $800 a month for public service. You was still cold. So
there's something wrong with that picture.
Yes. When you look back now, like, what were we thinking about? We were just thinking we wanted nice houses in Jersey. So I just hope that right now the market is tight. Lawrenceville, they're like, that we don't have any houses in Lawrenceville right now. The market is tight. I'm just hoping that the new buyers get a better deal than we got back then. Because what happened was I bought that house in 2006, and the market did a flip in 2008 and 9, and I sold it in 2013. And I jetted, and I came to Georgia. So, and it was rough, y'all. When I tell y'all, it sucked me dry. Because there was always something wrong. You always trying to make it better. Like when I bought the house, it only had 1 bathroom. So remember, I just told you I had 4 floors. It only had 1 bathroom. So I had to put in 2 bathrooms. So we put in 2 bathrooms in the house. 1 on the 3rd floor and 1 in the basement. Because those were living quarters. So I told y'all, my house is always open to folks. So my baby brother came to live with me from California. So we did the basement for him. So we built the basement into a whole suite downstairs with a bathroom. And then I wanted to be separated from everybody else because my daughter had the 2nd floor and the guest room was on the 2nd floor. I didn't want to be on the same floor with them. So we took the 3rd floor, which is a humongous room, right, with no bathroom. So I didn't want to be coming downstairs to go to the bathroom. So we put a bathroom on the 3rd floor. And so that's what we had to do. But, that's New Jersey living. It's a lot different living here in Georgia. And I can see why people are attracted to Georgia. Yeah. And I definitely know why they're attracted to Gwinnett County because it's beautiful here. It's lovely here. The school systems are nice. It's a great place to live. And so it's a lot going on here. My brother said to me, he didn't think he was going to be as busy as he is right now, right? And I said to him, man, there's stuff to do down here every day. And I used to tell them that, and they thought I was playing. Now he tells me, I haven't, I was like, man, I haven't talked to you all week. I was like, no, you're so big. I know, I feel like I'm back in Jersey. Because when he was in Jersey, he was always busy. He's been here since November. We shut down from December to now because of pandemic. Now he's out there. He's like, I'm busy now like I was in Jersey. I was like, yeah, because there's a lot to do here. So I can understand why, the housing sales here in Georgia are just like not the greatest. I get it. Because, not the sales are great. There's no housing is what I meant to say. Because there's just a lot of people just saying, you know what, I want to move to Gwinnett County. Speaking of moving to Gwinnett County, there's a countertop company bringing 50 jobs to Gwinnett County. Yep. Quartz Depot is opening its headquarters in Gwinnett County. It's going to bring 50 jobs. Quartz is investing $3 million into Gwinnett County with 2 industrial warehouses, One building would be used for countertop manufacturing, and the other one is going to be for fabrication. For countertop manufacturing and fabrication, while the other one, the second one, is going to be used for a showroom and a distribution center. So here's the thing. I know I talk about this all the time. If you're looking for a job, 50 jobs are coming in that space. Go look the company up. See exactly what manufacturing and fabrication does. Go get you some certifications before they get here. And when they come, you're ready to apply for the job. You have to make yourself marketable. Right? The jobs are coming. People are coming. They're coming. But you need to be able to be marketable. You need to get your skills set up. Find out what it is you love first. So I won't say just do any job, right? Not any job. But I would say do a good job. Do a job that you're going to love, right? Look at Quartz and see what they offer. We know they do manufacturing and fabrication. What else do they do? What are the 50 jobs that they're bringing? Are they all manufacturing and fabrication? Nope, because they're going to have a showroom and distribution. So somebody has to run the showroom. Maybe that person looks beautiful and they talk about everything in the showroom. You know, if when I think about a showroom, I think of a beautiful room where people come in, they ask questions, and the person that they talk to has the answer. That's what I think about when I hear the showroom. So look into that job. If you know you want to look beautiful and you want to learn about the products and be able to help people pick out whatever it is they need, the counter. Listen, let me tell you how it is. I just told y'all. New houses. I just told you. People are buying houses. I can tell you right now, I hate my countertop in my kitchen. I absolutely hate it. I be cleaning up the countertop and I'm fussing at the countertop the whole time. I'm like, I hate this countertop. I would never get this countertop. The whole time. I hate it.
I hate mine too. Oh my God.
I hate that countertop. Oh my God. I'm talking like this is disgusting. Because you know the problem with the countertop? You can't see anything on the countertop. So people will go there and they'll do things on the countertop and they think because they can't see it, it's not there. And me, on the other hand, I'll go there and touch it. I'm like, oh my God, that's why I hate it. So people are buying houses and they're going to need new countertops. And I just told y'all, Lawrenceville has a housing shortage. So if Lawrenceville has a housing shortage, I'm sure the rest of Gwinnett does too. But here's the thing. People are going to buy these houses. They want to come. They want to redecorate. They want to change the countertop. You need to be the countertop expert and call yourself that. I am the countertop expert for the Metro Atlanta area. How can I serve you? And guess what? Quartz is going to love you because people are going to be coming to talk to the countertop expert. I'm just trying to help you out now. Listen, I'm trying to help you. But anyway, Insight. Give you some insight there. I'm just trying to help you out. All right, listen, that's all the information, all the news I got for today. I'm going to go to my last song, and I'm going to come back and close out with my inspiration for the day. Stay tuned.
So absurd for letter words. I hate it when you're like this. You never get excited. Did you get struck by lightning? Don't hide it, no. Don't hide it, no. Got erased. Well, I'm not
back. Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration. And here it goes. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It's something you design for the present. Let me say that again. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It's something you design for the present. Jim Rohn said that, and he was absolutely right. The time to be happy is right now. Right now. This is something that I know a lot of us put off to the future. I'm gonna be happy when this happens. I'm gonna be happy when I lose the weight. I'm gonna be happy when I get the car. I'm happy when I get the girl. I'm gonna be happy when I get the job. No, be happy right now. Be happy right now. Don't postpone happiness. Trust me, I know. I've been working hard for a long time as an entrepreneur, and everything had to wait. Right? Not now. Hardly anything is going to wait. I spent the whole Saturday out at the football field. You know, I'm going on all these different trips. I haven't traveled this much since I was 21 years old. I used to go in my bedroom. Cool. Let me tell you, I would go in my bedroom, Georgia, and come out. My mother would be like, now, where you going now? Because she said every time I go in my bedroom and close the door, I came out and I was flying somewhere. I was 21, 22 years old. I haven't done that since then. And so I feel like I'm back there again because right now, I understand that life can be short. I won't say life is short. I say life can be short. And so while we're postponing tomorrow for today, let's live today because all we got is right now. Right? All I got right now is me talking to you right this second. It's right now. That's all I got. That's all I got. And my new quote is, you know, I got a new quote for myself. The one that I said I'm going to live by, and it's called, it's not over until it's not too late. What I said, it's not over until it's over. Is that what it is? I think I said, and I'll tell you what, I call myself wrote it down, but I don't know where I wrote it at. It's never too late. No, it's never too late until it's too late. That's my quote. It's never too late until it's too late. And you know, it's never too late to do something until it's actually too late. And I know that sounds crazy, but think about some of the things you want to do. And it's not too late to get started. I don't care what it is. You want to go out and play sports, you know, you may not make the NBA or the NFL, but go play arena. Go play flag. You know, go play anyway. Go try out. They got minor league sports all over the place. If you want to play. Yeah, you may not make it to the pros, but you get to play the game because you love it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you want to write the book, write it. Don't worry about if anybody's gonna buy it. You said you want to write
and everything like that. Don't put that first. Just write it.
Just write it. Just write it. I've always loved the piano. I have no idea. Piano and horses. I have no idea why. Right? And I told Rosa, which is one of my good friends, I said I'm about to take piano lessons. She said, "All right, you've been trying to play the piano your whole life." And so we've been friends since we were 14. She knows that about me because I remember going to college in my dorm. They had a beautiful piano. And I used to stay at the piano. Can't play a lick. I used to stay at the piano. So we would be down in the lobby in the dorm, right? In like the hangout area. And I'd be sitting at the piano messing up the keys. And I said to her, I'm about to take piano lessons. She's like, you've been wanting to do that forever. And I was like, yep, I have. I was in Vegas. And I think I told you guys this story. I was in Vegas. This was really funny. I was in Vegas. We were with a company called 5 Links, and it was me and my team, like me and some people. It was about 7 of the people that was on my team. So, you know, I had a team of people that were under me. And we were in Vegas, and we were at the hotel, and we were going to inside of one of the ballrooms, and it was like pink. Like everybody had to wear pink that night. And it was a piano, and Lord knows I had to stop. I had to stop at the piano. And I stopped to the piano, and there was a big glass window behind me. And I swear, y'all, I felt like I was really doing something. And I had my head turned. And I got that picture. I got to find that picture and post it so y'all can see it. I had my head turned to the side, and I was playing the piano. And somebody walked by saying, she sounds amazing. And I was like, my husband looked like, what? I don't know what I was playing, but to them, I sounded amazing. So I'm taking piano lessons. So what are you going to do? Are you going to live right now? Or are you going to wait till tomorrow and hope that it comes for you? That's all I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. I want to thank you so much for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last hour and 12 minutes here with me and Georgette listening to us go on and on about whatever we're talking about. You know, that's what Monday is. Monday is what we got to say, what we talked about over the weekend. You got to get the word for the week. You know, we got to talk about stories. So that's what it is. So by now you should be used to it. But anyway, I thank you for just taking the time to listen to us go on and on. I appreciate you and love you to life for that. If you miss any episodes of the show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. And follow me on the Twitter at GM Gwinnett. Also, be sure to download the app from the app stores. If you got an Android phone or Apple phone, I got an app for you, baby. It's called the Good Morning Gwinnett app. Download it from the Apple store or the Android store. And if you listen to this show on Apple Podcasts, find your favorite 2 episodes and give them 5 stars and leave me a comment. All right. Thank you. Love you to life. Listen, G, thank you so much for coming on today and bringing us the word for the week. I appreciate you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day. You guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Listen, don't forget to tell your family and friends you love them, because you may not ever get the chance before. I hate to be so grim, but I got to be honest with you. This is the truth. Tell them you love them and stay safe out there. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Y'all know what it is. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.